Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Monday, May 28th, Memorial Day, 2018. And I am here at Villa in Raymond at my old place of work, kind of like I used to work. Well, happy Memorial Day first and foremost to all you veterans and survivors and family members and acquaintances and loved ones. There was a rumor started last night that there was going to be a barbecue. Pastor James, I'm walking over here where I used to. It's kind of hard to see. Right there. There was a rumor last night. Oh, first of all, Sunday morning I went to Church in the Park. Church in the Park is put on by the Church of Nazarene. Every Sunday they are there feeding the homeless at 9 o'clock in the morning. They always do great work. And I hadn't been there in forever. So I wanted to go over there and check out what was going on. Plus, I wanted to go over there and get some food and bring back to my friends. So I did so. And as I went there, and I came across quite a few folks that I hadn't seen in a while. They're like, "Where have you been? You know, we haven't seen you in a long time." And I said, "Yeah, well, I had gotten off the streets and I went to Palmdale. I lived up in Palmdale for about 6-7 months. The relationship didn't work out, and December 1st, 2017, I ended up coming back. And actually 2016. Oh my God, I'm getting my dates confused. 16, I came back on the 1st of December. And shortly thereafter, I got beat up in January. Was in the hospital, almost died. Got involved with the pastor again. Things didn't work out. He ended up owing me quite a bit of money. So I was trying to look for a job to no avail. All summer long, trying and doing odd things and getting my channel. Go ahead. Thank you. Vlogging because I got beat up and started my own channel. More therapeutical than anything. And December of 17, I got a job. Working for about 6 months. Got sick twice. Had the flu, pneumonia. Lost too much time from work. They didn't know I was homeless. So we had to part ways. And again, I told them they didn't know that I was homeless. So I couldn't contest it. I couldn't fight it because who's going to hire a homeless person? And when you lie on your application, which I lied because I was homeless, and you can't have someone like that working in fine dining, which was what I was doing. So I lost my job about a month and a half ago, and just focusing on my channel and trying to bring some awareness for the homeless community here in Pasadena. I just explained, giving them a synopsis of what was going on. Like, all right. So I came back Sunday, brought a whole bunch of food back to my friends, and we had a good time. We all ate and went to bed with a full belly, and Sunday got up, did what I did, and Sunday evening, a good friend of mine does some work also at Memorial Park. So my buddy and he's like, well, I go, I'm going to go check it out. He's like, okay. because we weren't sure if Lake Avenue Church was going to be feeding. And sometimes during on those specific holidays they don't. So anyway, I went, and my friend and I, we went to Memorial Park. Connected, which was a good thing because we got food. We got a whole bunch of food. Brought some food back to our friends, and reconnected with some old friends and another buddy of mine. And so, someone had a rumor saying that on Memorial Day they're going to be feeding for the homeless. They're going to have a barbecue. And it's like, are you sure? You sure it's not going to be the senior center that's going to be doing it? Because the senior center was going to do a barbecue and dance, which they were going to charge $8 to $10. And they're like, no, they're going to be feeding for the homeless. I'm like, you guys sure that you're not thinking of Pastor? Because he's not feeding. He's not allowed to feed homeless people in the city of Pasadena because he doesn't want to pay for the permits. They're like, no, they're going to do it. It's like, okay. So got up this morning, went to the park about 11 o'clock. Whole bunch of people. The park had quite a few homeless people waiting and expecting in hunger for this so-called barbecue. And I'm looking around, and you know when you get that certain inert feeling? That's what I got. And I'm thinking, no, this isn't going to happen. I don't, and I'm not one to be a doubting Thomas, but those bougainvilleas are beautiful. Wow. I'm thinking, no, I don't think so. I don't feel right about this. So we're waiting. And it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and nothing's happening. Someone said, no. Pastor's going to be feeding at the church. Carlos, where you used to feed us. And I'm like, are you sure? Yeah. So there was quite a bit of an exodus coming up to North Raymond. Everybody walked, rode their bikes. There was about 25 of us that came up to the church, the Holy Assembly Church of God in Christ. And by the time I got there were already folks lined up. So when I saw the pastor, he was someone else was interviewing him, and they're talking about all the great work that he does and all this, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Just what it was. Snake oil salesman. And I hate saying that, but it stands to be true. I mean, I've experienced it. I've seen it. And I saw the same thing. So by the time I get there, mostly everybody was already had their food trays. I mean, I kid you not, there's a food tray in here. So I was like the last person in line, and they're handing food out, and they're like, oh, well, the one lady in front of me and I were the only ones that didn't get a food tray. She says, no, just wait here, we're going to get you something. I said, okay. So we're waiting. Everybody's still waiting in line, I guess expecting more food. And some gentleman from the church comes out, no, you guys have to leave. We're not feeding here. You guys got to go somewhere else. Very, very rudely. Very rudely. This house, I digress, but this house always gets decorated really beautifully for Christmas and Halloween. It's pretty awesome. So, by the way, I'm in my old neighborhood over here on North Raymond. Wow, this is new. Holy cow. I haven't been here, like I said, in almost 30 years. This is my old neighborhood. This is where the ex-wife and our daughter and I used to live. These are new apartments. He tore down the old ones, and put up these luxury apartments. Oh, Lord. See, this is why there's no affordable housing, right? Pricing themselves out. Wow, this is all different. This is, wow. 3 short years and all this has changed so much. That used to be a daycare center right there. The bougainvilleas are still there. The cottages are a different color. It used to be this kind of, I guess a pastel canary yellow. Oh, wow. I loved living over here. I love this neighborhood. This neighborhood was, well, it still is. I can't say was because I haven't been here in 3 years, but I love living up here. This neighborhood was just awesome. Yeah, this is where we used to live. 1030 North Raymond. We lived in way in the back. This was our driveway. Very tight and very narrow when you're trying to get first you're trying to get a van, but later when we got a Suburban. We used to live way back in there. Apartment Unit 7B, off to the left, one little sketch. You can see that one unit with that looks yellow. That's what the whole property was. It was fun living here. It was great. Rosa was our manager. I don't know if she still is, but it was a lot of fun. Had a great time over here. It's changed quite a bit. The whole neighborhood, in fact, has changed quite a bit. Yeah, this used to be, God, man, the bougainvilleas are really looking beautiful this year. Amazing. This used to be a daycare center. I don't know if it still is. I don't see the signage. But anyhow, so we're waiting there, and some gentleman, he's coming around. He's telling everybody, okay, you got to leave. You got to get off the property. We're not feeding here. We weren't scheduled to feed here. Don't know why you're here. But the one young lady and one young man was handing out food, little prepared meals of food for us. They came back with a little bag of nachos and a piece of pound bread. She was handing us water. She was a perfect dear, and so was the little boy. But then all of a sudden, this gentleman came out of nowhere very rudely, and everybody agrees too. I'm blown away by the properties over here. That oh, you got to get off, you know. And I'm thinking, whoa, how? So the one lady in front of me, like I was saying, she and I hadn't gotten fed, and he goes, yeah, you too, both of you. And I go, okay, well, the young lady said that she was gonna bring us some food. He goes, well, you got to take it out. You got to take it out. You got to take it off the property. You don't want us to get in trouble. Now, by what he meant is that it still stands true, is that the pastor's not allowed to be feeding homeless. See, he was threatened a couple years ago because the city wanted to shut him down. I understand now why. Shyster. Basically, they had threatened that church that if he feeds homeless people, that the church was going to get fined and or possibly shut down. So that's why afterwards, some of the meals that we were preparing, some of the feedings that we were doing up in Pasadena, because that's hardcore LA County, which is just one street. Just you cross one street and then you're in LA County from North Pasadena, but you're allowed to do whatever you could there. So we started doing that, and then after I moved to Palmdale, and then 6-7 months later I came back, he wasn't doing that anymore. He was doing hit and run lunches, and that means the meals are prepared somewhere else. You take it to the park. It's grab and go meals, hit and run, and that way you're not getting messed with by the health department, because it's been prepared and it's just meals to go. But it had to be kept on the down low, because if the police saw that, then he would have gotten fined. He wasn't doing things by the book, and he kept telling us that he had all his permits and his paperwork and everything, but it turned out to be not true. And that's about the time when I was asking Sue the question that, supposing I wanted to buy, if I were to have to get licensed, and she said, comes with it. So this is mountain and rainy. I'm headed south. So anyway, and I'm thinking, wow, this is kind of rude. So as we're leaving, the lady had already left the property. She's waiting outside the property out in front of the driveway. And the young lady comes, oh, here you go. And she goes, oh, where did the woman go? I go, she's over there. I go, I'll take it to her. She's like, okay. She goes, I remember you. You used to. I go, yes. So I went and gave the lady her food. And I'm over here trying to compose myself, getting my camera ready to start this vlog. And the one guy that I know said, that was really rude, right? I go, yeah, I know. It's I don't understand. He says he shouldn't have said what he said and how he said it. That's we walked 4 blocks to come get fed because we were under the impression we were going to get fed. I go, yeah, I know, but I still had my doubts, and I told you guys what was that. He says, yeah, well, now we know. I go, yeah. And he actually said, screw this, now you it goes to show that you can't trust churches. And yes and no. I understand what he said. He's speaking out of anger and disappointment. It's not all that way. Yes, faith-based groups like that can be deceiving, but this one more so. And the fact that this church is allowing James Jacobs, the so-called Deliverance Foundation of feedlacounty.org, to allow them to treat homeless people. Like I said, it was an exodus from Memorial Park, walking up 4 blocks to come over here to get fed, because we have high hopes of getting fed on Memorial Day. And for this man to usher, not even usher, just basically kick everybody out. He says, well, you don't want us to get in trouble. Well, we're here because we were under the impression of getting fed. That's not very Christian-like. It's not Christian-like at all. It's not godly-like. So now I know. He's most definitely not who he says he is. And he never was. He was this man with a nonprofit organization. 100% of all money donated to this organization goes back to the community. Yeah, no. Now when he's buying stuff for himself and yeah, no. I'm very disappointed and dismayed, and now these homeless people have really seen the truth, and I feel saddened for them because I tried to explain to them, don't give your hopes up. So now they know. And when I was at the park, everybody kept asking me, well, is this James? Is this Jacob's doing? I go, I don't know. I haven't been involved with the man for 2 years now, and so I don't know what's going on. All I know is that his website, PeterLaCounty.org, is not up and running. It says site unavailable. So I don't know what to tell you folks. I don't know who's going to be doing the supposed feeding. There wasn't anything scheduled. The only feeding that was supposed to be, the only thing that was supposed to happen at the park was a barbecue put on by the senior center in Pasadena, and you had to pay in advance reservations, and I think tickets started at $8. It was a barbecue and dance thing, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think this is anything that's substantially true. So I figured, after getting kicked off the property very, very rudely, I figured, well, you know what? I'm only like 2.5 blocks away. I'm just gonna come up to the old place and see what it's like. And neighborhood's changed. This part of the neighborhood hasn't changed all that much. This place was fantastic. Had a lot of good times here. And the funny thing is, when I arrived there was someone with a camera interviewing him, and he's just going on and on about all the wonderful work that he does, etc., etc., etc. And I'm thinking, wow, this man is lying through his teeth. I mean, as it stands, if he was really doing all this great work, why is it that he has only like 4 or 5 subscribers on his channel? And I put that channel together. I started that channel. I created everything. All that content was me. And he's passing it off as it's all his work. Like my friend said, the pastor did homeless people like employers do illegal aliens. They overwork them, they underpay them, because they're in a position of life in society where they can't complain, fear of, just fear. They always had beautiful roses here. So I don't mean to bring you folks down. I'm just showing you a bit of experience as I walk the streets of Pasadena. I haven't been disappointed lately up until today. The weekend was doing fantastic. Then this occurs. I don't feel so bad for myself. It's the others that were really, everybody was just looking forward to getting fed, and I understand that. But there was a young gentleman that rolled up through from Union Station, telling everybody that tomorrow Union Station will have a barbecue or a feeding of some sort. That doesn't affect me. I won't have to worry about it. I'll get a little bit of money tomorrow, and then by the end of the week I should have a little bit more money. Actually, I think I should have like my food stamps. I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about myself. I'm fine. I can do. I have friends, that'll lend me a few dollars until I get some money and pay folks back. It's the others, and they're like, Carlos, you helped so many people, and then they do this to us. I go, I know, but at least I had the honor and pleasure of, in 2.5 years of feeding hundreds and hundreds of homeless people in a very short time, and got to know a lot of people. That in itself is more of a reward than everything else, this disappointment. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry. Oh, there's a group of soccer fans today. Viva Mexico! Yeah! We got oh shoot, I forgot again. It's Mexico that's over here at the Rose Bowl Soccer Cup. Like I told you, Rose Bowl sponsors the FIFA Cup, so this is the start of the season. This is game 2. So anyway, my friends, yeah, I'm headed back to our spot, and I'm just gonna tell them the bad news. Well, not so much as bad news, but disappointing news. I kind of had a feeling that it was gonna go sour. Not that I was trying to self-sabotage anything, but like I said, when you have that inner feeling, just don't give your hopes up that high. So anyway, my friends, I hope you all so far have had a wonderful Memorial Day, help kicking off what hopes to be a fantastic summer of 2018. I'm still looking forward to this week. I think Mark is flying out today, and we are supposed to meet up this week. He asked me if I needed anything. At first I told him no, and then I texted him back a few hours later, and I said, Mark, you know what? Socks, my friend. Sure could use some socks. He says, all right. Charlie will bring you some socks, and I'll see you soon. I go, okay. Just give me a call when you hit town and when you're ready to meet up, and we'll spend some time together and shoot the shit, so to speak. I love this neighborhood. So yeah, yesterday Mark was doing when I was uploading the video, I got the notice, and I was trying to get to him as quickly as possible after uploading the video, and I was able to get in the last few minutes of the live stream. So, and he says, yeah, I'm coming into town, I'm bringing Charlie some socks, and we're gonna meet up and everything. Ooh, I love those bells. And yeah, so I'll you know what, I'm really exhausted. I will put the link up on yesterday's chat, and be sure to follow my friend. He'll inform you a little bit more. Just enjoy today. You guys have a beautiful Memorial Day. And like I said, I probably won't post this video up until tomorrow. I'm going to do a small compilation of the weekend. I love you all. Bye, folks. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. But always take care of yourselves first. Love one another. Trust one another. Be kind to each other. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment. Pull your pants and slide down on the ice. I'm trying to talk real fast. Bye.